So, just a little bit about the spiritual warfare, having to defeat the demonic empire, is that it's true that sometimes God does delay things in our lives to bring about a better thing. But we can't confuse God's delaying to bring about a better thing in our life with there being interference from the enemy. So I guess the point that I'm trying to make is that if we don't properly discern the enemy's interference in our lives, the enemy is going to keep that interference in our lives and make the discernment be seeming as though it's to deliver you and deliver you from evil. But when it's the enemy's interference, you have to know the difference, and you have to be able to discern the difference of which ones those are. And especially when it comes from places within your own love's value or your love's life. So instead of sitting within those places in your life that you want to get to, you'll be sitting in places where the enemy wants you in, basically, and you'll basically be in that spiritual warfare of having to go through, a lot of camaraderie in your life that you're not really after. You're after the camaraderie that is brought and sought out from your truest heart's value, your love value. So I also think it's important to note that these demonic entities within people that they might not realize all the time are really working hard in this time frame that we're living in. And so having to realize that it's to use your discernment to the best of your ability to know how the enemy is planning to pervert that discernment, and instead of it being that God is preventing you with God's own reason to give you something better, it's to suggest that the enemy is actually setting up traps and setting up interference inside of your life so that you're unable to see through and unable to use your own discernment against the enemy. So anyway, I hope that that makes sense, and I hope that you pay attention to my work as I bring it out here. It means a lot to me that you guys are here. As it was said, if two or more come together in my name, there I will be with you. So